Good afternoon, all. Am I audible? Good afternoon, all. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Yes, sir. കേൾക്കുന്നുണ്ടോ?
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes. Okay. So today we will discuss about the next part of our presentation. That is how to create tables in LaTeX. So as you know, if you are using a Microsoft Word document, the table will be the size of the table and everything will be difficult to maintain in the case of a Word document. So we have a structure in LaTeX that is allowed to create tables. So this is a classic example in which I am trying to incorporate. So for starting a table, we use a begin table, centering, and end table. So within this, we have to put begin tabular. This is /begin tabular. So this separator is actually separates. So suppose if you have a table like this. So suppose I want to create three tables, a table containing, say, two rows. So the concept is that the leftmost dash indicates the leftmost vertical line, and then followed by another. There are three fields. Then the second field is one field is L, another field is C, and R. There are three columns in the table. So columns, suppose if you want to create 4 columns, you have to create 4 such a spacing like this. So a left spacing and right spacing indicates a vertical thing, and it indicates a column, first column, second column, and third column. Okay. So you can write, and then /h line will put a horizontal line in the table. So initially it will be looks like. So I will just draw the thing. Just 1 second. So in the begin table, begin tabular, what you will do? First thing is it will place this, and then the second column is this, and within that I am putting L. L is the name given to a column. Okay. The second is another column. Another column I am giving you the name C. Another column I am giving you the name R. There are 3 columns. The columns are separated by some horizontal lines. And now it will print /h line will print a horizontal line like this. And after that you can add. So how many columns are there? There are 3 columns. So each columns are separated by ampersand symbol. So it will be like this. So the table will be created like this. And here 1 ampersand. So 1 will be placed here. And ampersand is the separator. So 2 2s will be placed here in the second column. And 3 3s will be placed in the third column. This is for 1 column, and after this column there will be this // indicates a new line. A new line is added, and a /h line indicates a new horizontal line is added. So an horizontal line is added like this. This is the way in which it. And again in the second row it will be like this: 1 1. The ampersand 2 2. It will be like this: 2 2. Then 3, then a horizontal line, a new line followed by a horizontal line. In the third column, you can see that third row, you can see that 3 1s. 3 1 be there in the third row. So this vertical line will be automatically added. 1 1 1. Then that is followed by 2. Then 3 3. There are 2 3 3. Then that is followed by a new line. So it comes to the next, then followed by a horizontal line. Then one more horizontal line is placed. Two lines are placed. Then in the next line, I am using a multi-column 2. That means these two columns will be merged together. That is called as multi-column column 2. Then followed by then followed by a single column. Then two columns are merged and followed by a single column. That is the second column that is declared here. And now you can put what is there in the multi-column. So it is in the end is placed in the merged column. And the second item is what? There are two columns in the last row. And the caption is, I am giving a sample table. And that table can be labeled with any given name. You can give the name in the table. So let us try this code in the LaTeX and let us see how it works. Okay. Just 1 second. I will. Just 1 second. I am just trying to load the presentation. Just 1 second. Can you see? Can you able to see the screen right now?
Yes, sir.
Can you able to see the screen right now?
Yes, sir.
Now it is okay, right? Now it is okay, right? Okay. Okay. So let us discuss this part. Okay. So I am just going to put this. കാണുന്നുണ്ടല്ലോ? Can you able to see this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm just going to put the symbols. The same code I am going to put here and try to recompile it. Let us see what happens. There is some problem with this thing. There is an alignment problem. I just copied these things. Just 1 second. Oh, there is a mess with this particular thing. So let us try. Just 1 second. Tabular, this is okay. It's like will these things right. Okay, try to recompile this. Just 1 second. just slash n. And I'll try to copy this expression. So this again. Just 1 second. I tried to copy this, so if there is an alignment, the copying is not working properly. That's why the problem. Just wait for a moment. I will just correct it. So it creates a tabular thing like this with 3 columns. What are the 3 columns? L, C, and R. So L is not, I think it is not coming clear, I think. L, C, and R. So it's a 3-column thing that is given here. So after each column, you have to give a line. So it will be like this. C followed by a line.
The output is not visible.
Output is not visible. Right. I'll just correct it. I think I tried to copy the thing, that's why it is not working fine. I will make it correct. slash begin table. There is a spacing problem. I try to copy the thing. That's why it is creating spacing. Some spaces are introduced. That's the problem. So I will make this entire thing correct. Just 1 second. No, it's right.
So the,
Issues in compiling this.
after begin, there is a space, sir.
After begin, while copying, there is a
Yeah.
some spaces have been introduced. That's the problem. That's why it's not correct, getting the correct output. So I'll do one thing. I will code it like this. And this part I'm going to do is as begin tabular. I'm just going to give this. And so I'm just putting one more column. So I just try a small thing and try to recompile this. It's a simple table with 2 columns. And after this, a line, slash h line, slash h line.
I tried. It's working fine, sir.
It's working. So there are two calls. So this can be, this is for the coding part. You can easily use one more thing, which is called as a what is called as an LaTeX table generator. It is an online table generator which can be used here, in which you need not worry about this online generation of this tool. So that can be done by using a special tool which is called as online LaTeX table generator. I will just show you how to put these things. It will generate LaTeX code for you. LaTeX code for table. Online LaTeX table generator. So you can select the number of rows and columns, table.
Are you presenting something, sir?
Yes, it is there. I will just show you this. Just 1 second. Because this Google Meet is having a problem with cannot share more than one presentation at a time. That's the problem. Just a tab. So this is an online LaTeX table generator. So you just set the size. So you can set it. So this is a 3 by 3 table. Okay. So this is the code for LaTeX code for this. This is a simple LaTeX. You just copy this code. This is a simple table with how many columns? 3 columns. You need not worry about how exactly the commands and all those. So you just copy this table, this command, this LaTeX commands, and paste it in Overleaf. So just I will show you how it will work. So this is an easy way in which you need not memorize how exactly the tables are. The coding of this coding part you need not memorize. So you can use the online LaTeX table, and let us see how it works. I copied this and I'm pasting this in the Overleaf editor. So instead of writing this, I'm just pasting this entire thing. This is a new table. I'm just compiling it. So this will be an empty table without any. So you have to enter whatever the things you are going to type in the table. I think there is an issue with this. I'm just putting. This is a sample table, and you can add within this. You can add some lines, vertical lines between. Adding some vertical lines. So let us see how it compiles. So one row is printed. Okay. So at the end of this, you can able to put a /h line. It will print the line after each row. So you can see. So each row you can print a new line, and similarly you can create any type of table. So it's better to use online table generator, so that the mess of problem in compiling this can be avoided. Right. So I can put it some like this: 5, 6, 7, 8. You can put the second row also. I put. And 9. So I'm just putting one more thing. And so this is a symbol table I have created. Likewise, any you can generate by using the online table generator. You can generate any number of any table with any specific thing. You can easily able to generate.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Yes.
How to increase the size of the table?
That will be increased as you can
Font
so
size?
Font size, etc. You can increase. That I will explain. You just increase the spacing. Just 1 second. I will just show you. So whatever you type, it will fit accordingly. Whatever you type, it will fit accordingly. So I will try to add some space here and check it out. So the thing is that as and when the sizes increases, you can able to put. Let us put some gap also. Let us see what happens. Try that. So the template what we used is a simple article template. When you are working on a journal, the journal provider will give you a good template in which the tabular structure, if you create it like this, it will create with enough spacing. So depending upon the type of journal in which you are working, so this template what we used is a simple basic template we have used. So if you are when you go to the standard journals and those, the spacing of the table, etc., will be configured in the document class section of that particular journal. So you need not worry about the size and all those things. That will be prefixed in the configuration part, right?
Okay, sir. Okay.
So for a standard journals and all those things, the configuration of they have their own document class, and that document class will pre-configure the width and the size of the table. The only thing is you have to you just use your online table generator, generate the table, paste the fill the thing, copy the code and paste it into the LaTeX editor. That's all. Okay. So this is the simple way to add a table into this. And again, you can similarly, in the case of a figure, you can add caption to the table. You can refer, you can give a label to the table, etc. Also, you can specify. So these are the things related with the table. Next, we shall discuss about the, let us go back to our presentation. Just 1 second. So this is the way in which a table is constructed. So as you do the workshop assignment, you will be getting more and more idea about how to use it. So I recommend you to use the online table generator, which will be very good. So this is the sample output what we got from this. I tried to copy this code from here to there, and there actually the problem came. It is messed up with the spaces. That's why it doesn't compile. But use the same thing what we discussed and use the same code. You will get a table like this. So an online LaTeX, so I recommend the users to use the online LaTeX table generator. So the problem in getting the compilation failure, etc., can be avoided. So next is the math mode. This is very important, as we know. As one of the beauty of this LaTeX is to insert a mathematical equation. So as we know, we will use the mathematical equation in LaTeX. So if you want to give a number to this equation, so this is a simple example that creates an equation. So let us try this example in the LaTeX online code, and let us see what we get. Okay, so I will just try this equation. So for that, use AMS Math is a package you need to include. / So in the pre-header you have to use package AMS Math. That is the package you have to use. So the code is, let us write the code as we know. So just as we know, I'm just going to write the code for this. So if you want to insert any mathematical equation, you put some $. Within that $, you can insert any mathematical equation. Can you able to hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, connection was lost and some network connectivity issues. So sorry for the delay or break. So have you heard about creating the table? It's okay, right?
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay. So next we shall move to the next part. That is inserting a mathematical equation.
That's also getting, sir. The first. We see network connections is only after you said about the $ symbol, something like that. $2 symbol.
Okay. So I will just once again load this overleaf. So I'm putting whatever the thing in the $$ for inserting a mathematical equation. I'm just putting E is equal to MC squared, MC raised to 2. MC squared raised to 2 is given by a special symbol.
Your screen is not visible. Are you?
This is not visible, right? I can just check whether it can increase the size of the font. So just 1 second. Let us zoom in now. Some facilities there. Let us wait. Screen is not visible.
No, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, clear? Now it is okay, right?
It's okay. Okay. Now okay. Okay, sir.
Okay. So I'm introducing E is equal to MC squared. A small equation is inserted between this. Okay. So let us try to compile this particular thing and let us see what happens. So you can see E is equal to MC squared, right?
Yes, sir. One doubt, sir.
Yes.
I had the same problem. That's why I'm asking you.
Yes.
After the table only, I gave that as equation, but it is showing in the top. Why it is?
In the tops. So
Yeah.
that the thing is that it is the LaTeX will automatically align accordingly, right? So in the table itself, you can create some optional part. So if you use the optional part, like for example H. For example, if you use I am using the table, I'm just creating the table with H. H means it will automatically placed and the place where it is. So it is placed after this figure. Let us see what happens. Okay. So when I place H, the table came here, right?
But the equation is down the on the top right now. Output is given as on the top of the table, and in our code it is below the table.
Yes. That alignment we need, that will be automatically taken care of by the LaTeX based on the type of the document class. So of course, for the figures and all those things, we have some freedom to place. For example, if you want to insert a figure in the top, you can use T option is there. But for equation, there is no such limitations are there. The equations will be automatically aligned and typesetted. Okay.
Sir, suppose I wanted to keep that equation after the table. What should I do?
I think this is if we insert it to a new line, then I think maybe go to then after I think in the figure a peacock is shown in the figure 2. Then if we put it to new line character, then I think E equal MC square maybe go to the below the table.
I tried it, but it's not working.
Not working?
No, it's not working. It's not working. I think in between we had to end something. I hope that include graphics is not entered right now till now. Is there anything like that? / include graphics is not entered till now. Is it the problem?
No, there is no include graphics. I think I don't know. There is no. I think include graphics not and there is no.
Let me try that one.
Can you try to put $2 signs in both sides?
Yes, there is some connectivity issue. That's why
I tried it, but it's not.
Yes. Okay. Can you able to hear me?
Okay, here audible, sir. But your screen is not visible.
Yes, that can be. That's just all if okay. Let's come. So one of the disadvantage of this overlay is once the connectivity is gone, it is difficult to work on it. Mandatory, there needs an internet connection. There is a problem with the connection also. Nobody having a lot of issues. The problem is with respect to the network. Can you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, here the connection is lost, so I will try the same in my own editor. Okay, so that the things will we can move it like this. Okay. Can you able to see the screen? Can you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So the environment right now is a Tech Studio, the environment which I have already discussed. Okay, I have just typed a small article in this particular area. So I'm just adding. So this is the article. Can you see the article in the right hand side?
Yes, sir. Yes.
This is an article template I have given as an assignment. So this a template like this is required. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just adding an equation in the conclusion session. So let us see. Let us see how it works. Disturbances are there. So can you able to see this? E is equal to, in the conclusion section, I am just adding E is equal to MC squared. That's a small thing I have added as we know this. So let us try to code this particular thing. How to compile this? There is an option in a button here, a green button here that will show. So you can see, as you know, E is equal to MC squared. So you see, this is added. Okay. Now I am going to try another thing, which is given here, and I'm just using another type of thing which is called as an equation like this. So I'm just using a small thing here which is called. So I will just increase the size of the font so that everybody can. The code will be okay. I'm adding a small thing like this /begin equation. An editor. So in this equation editor, I'm just using the same thing. E is equal to MC squared. So E is equal to MC squared. So here, using the equation environment, what happens is there is no need to put a dollar. You can, so actually an equation number will come. So let us say, I will just illustrate this with using this Text Studio. So you see, E is equal to MC squared with an equation numbered, right? Okay. So you can give a particular label to this particular equation. Okay. So it will be like this / begin equation. You can give it a / label EQU. I'm just giving you a name, just EQU, and you can refer this. Is shown below. You see, equation 1 is shown below. So this equation 1 is here. Equation 1 is shown below. Here, by using this equation editor, equation environment / begin equation and / end equation, it will automatically number the equation. And any mathematical equation can be easily incorporated here. This is a sample example. Any mathematical equation can be easily incorporated. Any doubts regarding this? Clear? All of you cleared?
Yes, sir.
So next we shall discuss about another part of this equation that is called as this is a sample equation which make use of a big summation equation. So let us write. If you want some fractional part to be added, for example, that also I will try. I will make it. I will put a fraction. That means a mathematical equation with a numerical and denominator. So let us put it as. So I'm putting phi. Phi /phi is a symbol for phi in the mathematical, and we use /frac for fraction. Fraction has two parts, numerical and numerator and denominator. I am putting just 1 in the numerator and 2 in the denominator. Okay, this is a fraction. That is fraction, then multiply by 1 plus square root of 5. So let us put it as 1 plus square root. You can SQRT. There is a LaTeX symbol /SQRT. Within that you have to specify 5. So this is a simple LaTeX equation, mathematical equation. So you can see what is the output. So you can see this equation, you can say phi is equal to 1 by dE2. So dE2, I am just putting 2, 1 by 2. This once again I will compile. One by 2 into 1 plus square root of 5. So it's simple, so this same can be written as an equation also. So one beauty of this LaTeX is that you need not try to learn all the LaTeX symbols of all equation. You can easily Google it and find it out what are the LaTeX symbol for any mathematical symbol. You can easily add it. Any mathematical, whatever the mathematical symbols that is available in the literature, that can be easily added and incorporated it. So the only thing you have to use is you have to include the package AMS Math, as well as you have to use the environment, the command for LaTeX command for that. That's all. So I think all of you have understood how to use the mathematical equation. In the presentation, I have given a set of LaTeX code for writing the equation. Okay, the last part of this is citations and bibliography. That means how to add citations, how to add references in your document. So in LaTeX, there is a facility called as you can add a BIP files in LaTeX. For example, let us take the case of this. In the previous presentation, I have already explained about the concept of LaTeX while discussing the LaTeX. There is a thing called as .bib. Okay, .bib is a bibliography. Okay, so you can add a bibliography. So whatever the can you able to see?
I think no sir. There is a black screen is up here. Oh, it's okay.
Now it is okay, right? Okay.
Yes.
So while writing the bibliography, what you have to do is you have to use a bib symbol. .bib is a file. You can create a .bib file. So before that, I will explain how to take the references of a particular file. Okay. So I will just give you a typical example. In this particular thing, I have used a thing which is called as a bib item, right? This is one way to add this /bib item. You just specify the name and some example. That's all. This is one way. And another way is you can use the bibtex file. That let us see how we can try with the bibtex file. So let us take the case. I'm just stopping this presentation and going back to Google Scholar, so that you will get a clear idea about the bibtex. So I'm just stop sharing this. I'm trying to share. Another thing. Can you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
So Google Scholar is a special search engine for Google, supplied by Google, which will in which you can get the articles published in the journals. Okay. So for example, I want to find out an article. So marketing survey. I'm just giving a marketing survey. I'm just clicking in the scholar.google.com is the site. I'm just pressing marketing survey. So you will get n number of papers. Okay. So in the bottom side, you can see. So what are the things that is given in this particular search engine? It is this paper, Marketing Survey Research, Best Practices, Evidences and Recommendations from a Review of JAMS article. It is cited by 257. 257 citations have been reached. These are the articles. There is a colon like this. Okay, you click on this, you will get a set of things, right? So these are the formats, Harvard formats for giving the reference. What you have to do is you just click on the bibtex. There is a thing. Can you able to see this bibtex? You click on this bibtex, you will get a file like this, an article, this thing. This is actually a bibtex file. So this is the bibtex file corresponding to the journal article which we have already given. So you copy this bibtex file and store this bibtex in another file with an extension .bib. Okay. So I'm going to paste this BibTeX in another file with an extension .bib. Let us say I just created a new file. So this is a new untitled folder. I'm just pasting this particular thing. I'm just
Sir,
one second. I will share.
Sir, can you?
I will share.
Excuse me, sir. Can you just show us
Yes.
once again
Yes.
how to get that bibliography from this Google Scholar?
Bibliography. Just one more. I'll repeat it once more. Okay.
Okay.
So okay. Can you able to see this tab?
Yes, sir.
This is a Google Scholar. Okay.
Okay.
This is an article which is published in a journal. Okay. Right. So I want to get the BibTeX file of this particular BibTeX document of this particular research paper. Right. So for that I have to go to this. There is a quote like thing, right? You can just after the star in the bottom. Have you seen this?
Yeah. Okay, sir.
You click on this. You will get a set of things like this. Okay, this is a different way of writing the references.
Okay.
You can put this as it is and copy it in the bibliography. That is one method. And another easy method I am going to say is BibTeX. BibTeX is in the bottom. You see, can you see that BibTeX?
Yeah.
You click on this, so you will get this. This is the article. The title of this is Marketing Survey Researchers Best Practices, Evidence and Recommendation from a Review of JAMS article. Okay. The name of the author and everything is specified. You copy this particular thing. Up to that, it is right?
Okay, sir. Got it.
Clear? So I'm going to copy this particular BibTeX. Copy, right? Now I am going back to our LaTeX IDE and I'm going to create a new file and add this copied thing into that new file and name it as a test, some name .bib. So I'm just going to share that particular part. Just one second. I'm just I'm going back to our this thing, what is called as a Text Studio, which is the environment. Okay. So in that environment, what I did is, can you able to see this?
Yes, sir. Yes.
I'm going to create a new file. In the left side, there is a button called as plus. A new file is created. Within that, I'm going to paste this particular thing. And now the name of the file is untitled. I'm just saving it as I'm just saving the same folder where the file actually locates. Okay, that is very important. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just saving this file. I'm just naming it as test.bib, bit format.
Okay.
Okay, I have created it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just adding this in the original article. What I'm going to do is I'm putting some comments. Just one second. I will just save. I will just tell you the latter comment for that. This I'm just closing this. So slash bibliography, B-I-B-I, B-I-B-L-I, B-I-B-L-I, B-I-B, bibliography style. I'm just bibliography style. I'm just putting IEEE transaction. So IEEE format. Yeah, this is the bibliographic style. And again, slash bibliography. Okay. You can specify the name of the bib file, which is called as test.bib. Okay. Right. So I'm adding these two commands. So this bibliography is added to this particular document. Okay. And before that, when if you want this bibliography to be appeared, it have to be cited by using the citation of this bibliography can be done by using a command called as cite command. So we will slash cite. What is the name you have to give? The name we have to give for citation is this part, article, the first thing. This is the name you have to specify. Hulland 2018 marketing. It is the name indexed for this particular bibliography. So you just copy this particular name. And paste it here. Now you can see that. So I'm just going to compile this file and let us see what happens. Test.bib again you have to compile. That's why. This I will check whether test.bib is there in the same directory. Just 1 second. If it is there in the same directory. Oh, this site, the spelling of the site is wrong. That's why. Okay. Its style is not available. So let us put it as somewhere else. That is citation is undefined, I think. Just 1 second. So I will just compile this bib file. This again I will try to compile. So IEEE, this is not working, so that's not at all an issue. Just 1 second, I will. Bibliography, some problem with the bibliography. So there may be some errors in the bibliography. Slash begin slash references. Okay, right. So style is not IEEE trans style is not working. That is the problem. That's the answer. Now it is working, I think. So I will work out it and find it out tomorrow. Tomorrow morning we will discuss it. So today I have uploaded some assignment sessions for you. So I will just discuss that that part and wind up today's session. Just 1 second, I will go through this. Can you able to see the presentation?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Can you able to see it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the first question is install TextStudio on your laptop or desktop computer and take a screenshot of the editor window in TextStudio.
Okay.
Okay. About in my presentation, the presentation is already put in the Google Classroom. In the presentation, there is a link I have given for TextStudio for Windows as well as for Linux users. You go to that link and install this TextStudio and take the screenshot of this printout. So this the screenshot is same as we discussed earlier. So the same screenshot you take and that screenshot to save it in a file and take a screenshot of the Dia editor given in the presentation, diagram editor tool. You install that also and take the screenshot of this. So these two screenshots have to be combined into an article template and uploaded into Google Classroom. Article template is apart from this assignment, I have given an article template. In that article template, you add as a figure, as /begin figure, use graphics and add these two figures and convert it into a PDF file and upload it in the Google Classroom. Okay. The third question is you create an article with the following parts. So there are 8 sections in the article: abstract, introduction, related works, additional section 1, additional section 2, additional section 3, conclusion and references. Okay. And for each section, there are some restrictions. There should be 8 to 12 sentences in the abstract. So what you here, I am not concerned about the content. What we concerned is only the typesetting part. You copy whatever the some documents available in the net and paste it as an abstract. That's all. For all, you don't worry about the contents. What we need is an article document. That's all. With this following conditions, abstract should contain 8 to 12 sentences, 25 to 30 sentences in the introduction. A figure have to be included. A figure, you create a figure in the Dia editor and export this figure into a JPEG file or somewhat like that, and then you include that and copy that file, export this file into your directory. Then what we have to do is you just add those figure into the LaTeX template. That is the second thing. And again, additional section, you just give any name to another section, and it should contain 25 to 30 sentences with 1 or 2 mathematical equations. We studied about mathematical equations. Any 2 mathematical equations you put, and you refer this mathematical equation by using /ref command. Similarly, you have to additional one more section you have to add, in which it should contain about 20 to 30 sentences. You have to use itemized and numbered list in that particular section. And another section which contains 25 to 30 sentences, and it should contain at least 1 or 2 tables. The tables you just created using the online table editor. Okay, and there should be 10 or 12 sentence conclusion sessions, and finally you put 5 to 10 references. How you know how to take the references and use the bibliography command. The commands and all those things, everything is included in my presentation. You put the commands and try to compile all those things. Okay, and finally you will get an article. So here the emphasis is not on the quality of the article. What we aim in this workshop is you should have an idea about how the article looks like. We are not worried about what the content of the article is for the time being. Okay, understood?
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay, so you try to do this. Like if you find it anything difficult, you please WhatsApp. You just please keep your doubts in the WhatsApp chat. I will guide you to its maximum extent, and the outcome of the workshop will only be successful if you do the assignment part. Okay, so just try to do this. You do this all these things so that whatever the portions we covered today, you can be able to make use of it, and you can easily create any journal article at the end of this day. Okay, you try it. So don't worry about the contents of the article. You can copy whatever the contents available in the net from. You take some article arbitrary from the net and copy the abstract and all those things. So we are not concerned about the contents of the article. What we are concerned is how exactly it looks like. Whether it looks like the documentation, whether the figures are included, whether the figures are referred, whether the items are included, whether and all those the constraints we put there, that only is needed, and the remaining thing, the content is left to you. Okay, thank you for patiently watching. Tomorrow we will discuss about how to create a presentation using LaTeX. Thank you. In the afternoon session we will study about how to create a resume using LaTeX. These are the two sessions for tomorrow. Thank you all of you for patiently watching this. So all of you please try these exercises, then only you will get the correct feel of how exactly it works. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Excellent class. Thank you.